Yo everybody, this is Kung Tran. I am going to show you a little bit of After Effects in using Duik to create inverse kinematics for your 2D animation characters. Okay. So what you have to do is go to Google, the great Google, okay, and then type in just opening up After Effects. Type in Duik, and the first link there will get you what you need. So here is the download. You can download that for yourself. I have a Mac, but if you have a Windows, you can click that to download as well. And we're going to click on Mac Installer. It's going to do its thing and install. And all you have to do is just go through the installation, okay? And the wizard, just make sure that you have whatever version of After Effects you're using checked to be installed. Otherwise, it won't install correctly, okay? So, since I already have mine installed, I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? So, make a new project. Okay, here's After Effects. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new composition, and by doing that you need to click on this little new composition button. A composition is basically like imagine a folder, okay, and you're putting paper in that folder. That entire folder is a composition, okay? So whatever happens inside that folder is going to happen inside of that folder. And the more compositions that you have, the more things that you can do, together. And then you can throw all those folders in a big folder, and then you're having pre-comps inside a giant comp. That's just to illustrate, what compositions you use for. But anyways, here we go. So here, I'm going to keep mine at 1280 by 720, and then change the frame rate to 24 because that's the, what animation is. And then we're going to do Duik, hit OK. Now, once you have your Duik, in my class we call it Dookie, but it's just Duik. It should be under explain what both of these does. Duik will allow you to create character rigs using inverse kinematics, hence the IK. Dugr allows you to group layers together, isolating those layers so that you only see the group that you want, which is why it's called Dugr. Gr stands for group. Cool. Let's go ahead and open up Duik, and it's gonna do its thing, and this is what it looks like here. Okay. So the powerful thing is it's got this auto rig set up here. If you click on help, this will tell you where you can go to research the training or ask the forums here. And just fair warning, this is in like a different language. I think it's, I don't know what language it is, but they have an English version. It's just subtitles, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, anyways, let's go. Here we go. So we're gonna drag this over here and come back to that later. We're gonna click here to create our character. So everything stays the same. I'm gonna name this character. And I'm gonna go real fast, but feel free to stop the video and start over, so that you don't miss whatever I'm doing. So with using the shapes, I'm just gonna create a really standard character, and the character is gonna be orange. Okay, let's go. So circle for the head. So I'm just drawing a circle there. Cool. Using my selection tool, I'm going to deselect by clicking off, and I hit V on my keyboard to deselect, just like you would in Photoshop. And then I do rectangle. Okay, V, click off. Okay, you want to deselect, otherwise here I'm going to show you what happens when you don't. So I'm going to draw that, and then I'm going to draw another one, but see how it's on the same layer now? We don't want it on the same layer. I mean, technically we could have it on the same layer, but I don't like it being on the same layer. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to be real generic. If you want, you can use these line tools to perfectly center your guy. Okay. And I just have the align tool that align to composition. And I just hit the horizontal center alignment. Now I want to create a neck. Boom. Center that. And then create an arm here. And I want to select this arm and duplicate over. Okay. And then I'm going to select a circle to create. Bam. Control D, duplicate over. Cool. So now the thing about arms is it needs to be double, like two heads. So one head, okay. 2 heads. So obviously this arm is too long, so we need to shrink it a little. A little more. And a little more. That might be too little. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, and then the arm goes here. Okay, so cool, cool. We can delete this arm and just duplicate these, move that over. Now, a trick that you can do is if you right click on whatever you want selected, you can transform this and flip it horizontally. Okay, so now it's the other way. Okay, let's put it up front. So you want to make sure that the anchor point is in the middle here. Same thing here. I'm clicking on this button to change my anchor point and behind button. So now when I select these and do the transform, it's not going to be all over the place. Did I not do that? Transform horizontally. Okay, screw it. We're just going to do like this. Normally it doesn't do that. Okay, cool. And then we're going to create a triangle to create limbs here. Boom. I'm going to duplicate this and move this over. Boom. And then we're going to draw in little feeties. Boom. Duplicate this, move this over. Boom. And then let's make sure these are aligned. So this is not, because I have all these selected, it's automatically switched to selection. So we're going to go over here and click on vertical center alignment and see the icons. Boom. Now these are all aligned perfectly together, and we're just going to match it up with the shoulder. Cool. So now we've got this character that we have here. Okay, so that's all underneath this character right here. So we're going to make another composition, and we're going to name this character Rig. Okay, as you can see, it's the same. It's going to be blank until we drag our character in here. Okay, so basically we just made a drawing in After Effects. So now we're going to rig them up. So to rig them up, all you really have to do is use this pen tool. Okay, and actually let's bring up Duik. Not Duik, but D-U-I-K, and hit this auto rig button here, and then make sure this is here and click here. So we need to make sure that we have a thigh, a knee, a foot, and a toe. These don't really matter, so we're gonna leave those blank. So let's go to the next one just so we can see what that looks like. So now we need a clavicle, a shoulder, elbow, hand, fingers. Okay, and then a head with a neck. So head, neck, from the top neck to the bottom neck, and then the spine, torso, chest. You know, so from the torso, boom, to the spine, boom, torso, spine, and then the hip or abdomen area. So we need 3 dots in the middle here. And then that we can just leave alone. Okay, so we're going to hit cancel, so then we know what we need as far as joints in this character. Actually, boom, boom, there we go. Alrighty, cool. So now what we're going to do is use the puppet tool. So we're going to do head, chin, or head, neck, clavicle, left shoulder, right shoulder, left elbow, uh-oh, spin wheel of death! It's because I got a bunch of stuff open, y'all. Okay. Another elbow, hand, fingers. So we got clavicle, we need torso, spine is about here, and then hip / abdomen, and then, or this is abdomen, and then we got right hip, left hip, left knee, right knee, left leg, right toe, left toe. Cool. So now all we have to do is just go in and rename these. So if we select our character layer here and hit U on your keyboard, it will review anything that has a keyframe on it. And because we added these pins, it automatically added the keyframes for us. So now all we have to do now is select each and every one of these and just name them. So this one, if you hit enter, you can rename something. This is the left underscore toe. This is the right underscore toe. This is the right underscore foot. This is the left underscore foot. You want to use underscores because the underscore will auto-populate some of the fields in the auto rig here. So this is the right knee. This is the left knee. This is the left hip. This is the right hip. This is the abdomen. I'm just going to say ab. We're actually going to say spine. No. That needs to say ab. This is the spine. And then this is the torso. And this is the right finger. Uh-oh. So whenever that happens, that means that I accidentally selected the character composition and hit enter, and so now I'm inside the character composition, and just X that out, and now I can click on this, and now I'm back to where I was. Okay, hit enter. This is the right underscore finger. This is the left underscore finger. This is the left underscore hand, right underscore hand, the right elbow. Uh-oh, that needs to be underscore. This is the left underscore elbow. So right underscore shoulder, left underscore shoulder, and then this is the clavicle. So clavicle. that's how you spell clavicle. Let me Google this. Nope, spelled it wrong. That was an A instead of an E. Hey, English is my second language, so I'm sorry. Alrighty, so this is the neck. Then this is the head. Boom. So all of that, nice. So now all we have to do is deselect everything, select our character, and hit the bone button, which is underneath in the Duik plugin. It's underneath the breaking setting, okay, or the rigging icon. And then you hit bones, and this will create bones for every single point that we just did. Alright, well, let's just try it. Animation, nope, rigging, auto rig. Let's go. Oh, look at that, our bones are already there. Okay, so bones, here we go. So what I did was I selected all my bones. Okay, selected all my bones, and then hit the full character button with these right here, this selected. And then, see, all my bones are named. So this is the thigh, aka the hip. Okay, so this is my left leg. I need my left hip, and then my left toe. Left hip, left toe, left foot, left knee. Cool. And then we're going to hit none for those two. We hit next. So these two are already in there. Right hip, right toe. So I got right hip, right knee, right foot, right toe. And then these two don't have anything. And next one. And then the left arm. And then, yeah, so this is left arm or front leg. So this needs to say clavicle right there. And okay, this is shoulder, this is elbow, hand, finger. Yep, those are good. Then hit next. Change this to clavicle. It's not always going to be 100%, but it automatically picked up some of these, which is great. So none, next. All these are fine. This needs to say abdomen. This is torso to spine. Cool. And these two are fine. We're going to hit remove all these because we're not going to use those at all. And hit OK. It's going to do its thing and create bones for us. Okay, so now we've got a awesome working rig. Look at this. We can move this inward, and that changes there. This changes there. We can move this neck here. That moves the shoulders. Pelvis area. We can do some hip thrusting right here. We can move this up. Okay, so you see how this happens right here? With this controller selected, what we can do is go over here to our control effects control area, and if you don't see that, you can go to Windows and hit Effects Control, and then click on this clock. Check this clockward button, and that will snap to the next area. We can also change like the stretchiness, of it. You can set it to 0. Change auto shrink if we want to 0. Modify how that looks there if you want. We can also change the way this looks here. We can add a toe roll. But remember when we kept those 0, so we don't really need to use those at all. But yeah. So I'm actually going to undo a couple times here, so that my character is back at the T pose. Uh-oh, too far. Too far. Okay, cool. And just make sure that this one is checked. This one should be there already, so we're good there. Alrighty, so now I'm going to show you how to animate with this, okay? So to animate, well, what we're going to do first is use our Duik, okay? Which is the group thing. So there's the Duik. I'm going to put this over here. And because we use the Duik, it already added groups for us here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this character one and add it to the controller group. So add to controller group. And then I'm going to hit this button here with the controller selected. And it hides everything but these right here. And I can actually click lock there so that I don't accidentally select the character itself. So the only thing that I can select are these controls. Cool? So now what we can do is select all these controls, hit P, and then hit the stopwatch. The stopwatch will add a animation keyframe for us, like that. Okay. And what we can do is just, you know, pose in the way we want. Let's rotate there. Pose in here. Down. I'm using W to rotate. And moving that down right there. And then move this down, or actually move this down. This control, this needs some control mess with here. So I'm actually gonna reset this one here. Reset that one. Check and check. What can we do here? Sometimes these controllers will allow us to, could see that shoulder there? I don't like that. Okay, let's see if we can move this over. Oh, I see. So we need to uncheck the reverse. Not the reverse, the clockwise. Because I want it to be like that. And then maybe we can. No, I think it might be this one. Nope. Nope. Maybe rotate this arm here. Maybe this arm is up too high. And I actually do want the clockwork to go there too. Okay, so maybe I do want the clockwork to be like that. Let's see. There we go. Let's start that position. Right here. But, you know, as you can see, like, the controls gives me so much, you know, so much room to work on. And if I want, I can select this and move these bones around even. So now I can go back to controls, and that fixed the problem there with the shoulder. This is the bone was up too high. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. So that's the first position, and then we can move our, you know, our scene up a little bit, and then have them move to the next position. And let's go to bones real quick. Okay, so here are my bones here. And let's find the bone. Let's go back to controller. There's controller, so we need to fix that bone there. So let's go back to bone, hit this button here. This is the bone that we need to fix. And if we hit P, this position needs to go in the beginning. And then let's move that up and over to, there we go. Now we can go back to controller. That. And I can also move this back down like that, and then move this over here like that, and then move this leg here like that, and then we can even move this whole body down. Okay, set it this way, whatever we want to do, and once we get there, just make sure that our bones, you know, is where they need to be. And select our controller. Okay. Boom, look at that. And that's how you animate with the rig. So now what we can do is select, I just hit Control A, hit U, and hit U again, and that only shows the layers with my keyframes on it. Then I can hold down, I just selected all my keyframes, hold down Alt, and drag them so they're closer together. Do that. And then what I can do too is go back to Duik, and instead of going there, I can go to animation. Instead of rigging, and go to animation, and turn up my easing here, and hit this easy ease button, and that will add easing, which is one of our principles of animation, into this animation here. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.